What if there was a way to get so much knowledge it's not even funny? Number one on this list is skill stacking. And the reason why skill stacking is an insanely high leverage meta skill is because you can become irreplaceable really quickly. And the most successful people don't just master one skill, they stack multiple, compounding their advantages. Because most people, believe it or not, spend years mastering one skill without thinking they can combine other skills they really like for exponential results. And one really quick solution they can go ahead and do is, I know lots of people have a variety of interests that they have. So let's say you have this interest and this interest, you can go ahead and combine it
Let's
into
finish
an
this idea.
untapped
So
market.
we've got,
And then what you could also do with that is see that product grow much
front-facing
quicker
camera. The fish
because it hasn't been done before, and less competition, and a high value product will obviously do well. Really good use case for this is becoming a marketer who learns coding to go ahead and automate workflows and dominate the whole sales industry, because you will make so much money really quickly that it feels illegal. Number two on this list is learning how to learn, because schools teach subjects but never teach you how to go ahead and learn the content at a very much accelerated pace, because we have Khan, we have Duolingo, we have all these apps that are bite-sized, they're personalized, but they work. People consume endless amount of information, but they never retain or apply most of it. They have mountains of information, they don't execute it, or they execute it in a very poor manner. So what we could go ahead and do is we could use structured learning to go ahead and break this down in a very systematic view of what this interest is, and we could use spaced repetition, active recall, self-learning, and even quizzing. I know personalized learning on a high interest you actually like is a superpower. Yup, ChatGPT, you've done it again. Number three on this list is thinking and feeling in the present and future. So the ability to be present while thinking and feeling in the future moment is what separates top performers from everyone else. So most people are too caught up in the heat of the moment, and this leads them to missing out on opportunities that were literally in plain sight. So how you can go ahead and compensate for this is to go ahead and write down what immediate execution you can make right now, and then you could go ahead and make another category for long-term goals. And this would make you much more susceptible to going ahead and thinking and feeling for your mission of your choice. And this could be like going ahead and making 10,000 followers, making more money. All these simple goals that all just need proper execution. Number four on this list is obsession and consistency. So what I find out to be really interesting is that people often think that overnight success just happens, or just miraculously just appears. And this is never the case, because raw talent is overrated. Consistent obsession beats everything by a long shot. So why is this the case? Because people lack direction because they never fully commit to anything. And when you combine deep obsession with consistency, you build unstoppable momentum for both today and for 5 years. Number five on this list is prompting ChatGPT, because AI is only as powerful as the information we give it. So people use AI wrong, especially the O1 model. And the reason why this is because O1 wants to go ahead and give you the correct answers, because many people put generic questions and generic results into the prompt. But then what's really cool about O1 is you could go ahead and have a warning context, the goal, and something else. And then this would actually go ahead and help you give a much more sophisticated answer to extract deeper results, actionable insights, and much more content based on what you fed ChatGPT. Number 6 on this list is programmers replace everyone. The future belongs to those who automate or leverage automation, because AI is automating jobs faster than most people can adapt. And the reason why this is because AI is very predictable at doing what humans can do, because predicted inputs equals predicted outputs. And AI is really good at automating that process. But what people don't tell you is if you add a layer that is abstract, then AI probably can't go ahead and detect it. So we have to go ahead and learn what the basics of programming are and how to go ahead and use Tempo Labs, all these very simple projects, or else you'll be replaced. So number 7 on this list is rewiring dopamine, because the modern day reward system is so flooded with content and it makes deep work nearly impossible. And this is such a missed opportunity because I can't go ahead and count to 100,000 like Mr. Beast did. Social media and entertainment are creating so much instant gratification that it destroys focus and you can't go ahead and lock in for 12 hours. Number 8 on this list is feedback loops for rapid progression. And the faster you get feedback, the faster you can improve. And most people improve way too slow because they don't track their progress and they also don't adjust based on the feedback they got. And why this is so detrimental is because when we don't have a personalized AI assistant to help us, and we also don't have the right tools and guides to go ahead and help us, it's basically like guesswork. And people don't like guesswork because it misses out on the opportunity that you could go ahead and achieve the result. Number 9 on this list is articulating through writing. And writing isn't just communication, it's thinking made so much clearer. And if you can't express your thoughts clear, you can't influence anyone or persuade anyone. And this leads you to missing out on so many opportunities, because if you have cloudy judgment, then the chances of you getting what you want is reduced significantly. So writing forces you to think along with reading, and it makes you much more sharper in speech, thinking, and execution, because the best thinkers also do a lot of writing. Number 10 on this list is mastery versus generalization. And knowing when to go deep versus when to go broad is a superpower, because people either spread themselves way too thin or either go way too deep on the wrong things. And it never hurts to go ahead and learn how health, wealth, and relationships all correlate to building and selling a product that has never been out before. Because learning these 2 simple things can help you acquire so much knowledge in a much diversified way. Number 11 on this list is getting ahead in 6 weeks with the Tutor Me GPT versus traditional schooling, because AI lets you absorb and apply knowledge at an unfair speed. Because traditional education and self-learning are way too slow for today's fast-moving world, because as AI can basically mimic a tutor and brainstorm partners, it can significantly accelerate research, learning, and implementation. And this further results to the best executed products on the market, because compute and knowledge are the key components to making something that hasn't been out before. So go ahead, make a computer that flies.
Rather,
Oh wait, basically
what are we
almost
not?
already did that. Number 12 on this list is that compounding knowledge equals a much better life. And the reason why this is because knowledge is basically an asset, because it compounds like interest. And the much more information you have, the much more connections your brain can make, and the much faster you can go ahead and learn something. Because on a daily basis, people forget everything. So they never build long-term connections and long-term intelligence. Because a super simple trick that people can do is that you can go ahead and reflect on your book highlights, go ahead and articulate on your writing, and then just test yourself, because it's the only way to go ahead and make so much more knowledge. Bonus number 1 is that understand what people want, because businesses, relationships, and influence all come down to the same thing: human psychology. So most people, believe it or not, really come down to 2 things: thinking and feelings. Because most people fail in business and relationships because they don't truly understand what drives others. Because you gotta learn how to go ahead and make people feel and how they think. And this is the secret persuasion tactic to unlock trust and opportunity, because people buy on emotions but not products, because without emotion there is no value.